right, we'll just get started. Again, great crowd. I mean, that's just, that's an exciting thing to see a community get behind a team. And like I said, hopefully they like what they see. I think these guys are competing at a level that they deserve a backing like that. So it was good to see. The students were fantastic. I hope they took advantage of the free concessions tonight. I think that's good. And we'll just we'll try to keep putting a product out there that these people are excited to watch and can get behind. I was really pleased with the first half, how we started the game. There was a couple minutes there in the first half that things dipped. The second half, obviously less than to be desired. And then we got to continue to learn. Our execution really dropped. Those are things we got to clean up. We got to be able to be more consistent in our effort and put a game like that away early in the second half instead of allowing a team to hang around.
Coach, I know after last game, you thought Jalen didn't play his best, but it looked like he came out today with a little bit more purpose. So what do you think of him?
Yeah, he's a competitor. He knows how I feel about him. I love the kid. But that's part of the other thing you got to understand about the development of young players is he came off the bench last year. He averaged 7-8 points a game maybe. Where this year he's asked to do a lot more. He's on the front page of the scouting report. He's the focus of the scouting report. People game plan to guard him, and they have to go through some of those things and make adjustments. And it's different. It's hard to be a good player at this level. It's hard to be a good team at this level. And so, his night the other night, one, because he wasn't trying. There's just some things that he has to continue to adjust to as being a marked man. And he's going to be a really good college basketball player. There's just some, there's some growth opportunities, and you have to struggle to really do that. It's not easy, and he's learning and growing, and I'm glad he's here. I'd much rather coach him through him becoming a better player than have to try to stop him.
And Jalen, I didn't get to talk to you after the last game. So how did you feel about the Ohio game, and what was your mindset kind of coming into this one?
My mindset was just coming in here and just being mentally focused. Not far as thinking too much, not worrying about the last game or anything like that. Just preparing for the next game, making sure I'm mentally focused on the game, making sure I'm looking at the scout report, focusing on how people are guarding me, and not just getting caught up with missing shots, or if I'm not getting a shot, or if I'm having a bad day, bad game.
Must feel good though to get those 2 fast break dunks there, right?
Yeah.
Season high 22 turnovers last game. Tied the season low with 7 today. What was different, and was this a focus for today?
Don't cheat us, man. I think we had 6. At least what I'm looking at has us for 6. So don't cheat us. I think like you guys heard me talk about the Ohio game. We weren't there. Our preparation wasn't good. We weren't there. We weren't engaged in the game. Like I said, I thought today we came out, with a better purpose to compete and play the way that we want to play. So, for 20, 25 minutes, it was good to have our team back. But we got to be able to get to the 40-minute mark. And, we'll watch some film tomorrow and try to correct some of these mistakes and point out the mistakes. Sometimes these guys don't even know the mistakes that they're making. And so we got to point those out and coach them through it and then get prepared for Western. But this is two different. This is a different style of defense. That Miami plays. And so that had something to do with it. But obviously we did do a much better job taking care of the ball.
Bashir, I thought you played really well today, in limited minutes. What was kind of working for you, and how comfortable are you feel like you're getting at this point in the season?
I'm just trying to do everything I can to impact winning. Letting the game come to me, not trying to take it, letting it come. Teammates give me a lot of open looks, I don't have to do much outside of my game, so they make me feel comfortable doing what I can do, so I just try to take whatever comes.
Coach, what do you think of Bashir today?
That was huge. I thought, and he's, listen, he just turned 19 years old. He could very easily be a freshman in college, and a lot of people don't know that. And it's just Jalen going through, like he's maturing and growing up right in front of our eyes, and it's special to see because he's got a chance to be really good. I mean, obviously he's got a great frame, he's got a high skill level. As he continues to adjust to the physicality and embrace the physicality of the college game, you know, he's got a chance to be a really good college player. You know, and you know, he's just growing up. You know, he was very assertive and aggressive early, and you know, with the different mismatches and you know, they're big. It put us in situations to have different lineups, and when he was in there, he took advantage.
Do you think him and Peyton can play together? I haven't.
They have played together. You know, and again, it all goes up to the matchups and what we can do defensively. We can do anything we want offensively. You know, a lot of our matchups and who we play are based on a defensive scheme and how we want to match up with them.
Going off that defense, in the second half in particular, it seemed like you weren't too happy with the defense. What do you think was the issue?
I wasn't really happy with the defense or the offense for long spurts in the second half. You know, I thought we just relaxed and let up. You know, actions that we were defending and getting through in the first half, we were running in and leaning on screens in the second half. I thought our activity dipped, and we've got to get more leadership from within the team. You know, average teams are coach-led. You know, and I think that's probably where we are right now. And for us to get to be the team that we want to be, the great teams, the really good teams are, you know, are player-led. We've got to grow in that area.
Coach, you had DJ and Boogie both had foul trouble towards the middle of the second half, but you had them come back in and close the game. How important is it to have better guards?
That's huge. You know, obviously, you know, it was good. I'm glad that DJ was healthy and could come out and play today. You know, I think he does a lot of things for us from a lead guard position. I think these guys play with more confidence when he's on the floor, and he impacts the game in a lot of different ways. And I think his length on Larry gave some problems. I thought Luke Bumbelow did a great job coming in the game and giving us a defensive effort when we got into some foul trouble. But you know, college guards, whether they're freshmen or seniors, you know, it's turning into more and more of a guards game, and those guys got to make plays and they got to make right decisions. And those guys have played a lot of college basketball.
And I have a question for Jalen this year. Huge crowd tonight. Just how great is it to play in front of the fans, and how do you guys feed off the crowd?
It feels good. It feels good. You know, you got the town behind you, the students behind you, everybody behind you. It feels good to see people in the crowd, and it gives us a boost. You know, when we see people in the crowd, see the energy shift in the crowd, they're cheering for us and things like that. We're not playing in a quiet gym, so I love it.
Yeah, just, you know, every big play you make, you wanna hear that crowd behind you. That's big for a player, having that crowd behind you, feeding off that energy, you know, for sure.
Last one from me. What exactly were the injuries to Luke and Demarius last game?
Demarius had a mild concussion, and so we got the thumbs up this morning after our shoot around, after he passed all his tests and everything. And then Bumbelow had a slight ankle sprain. So, and he participated in practice yesterday, so knew he was full go today. Demarius was, you know, still had to go through the proper testing.
He looked good. He looked good, that's it.
Last one for me, just how does it feel to be back in the win column? Anyone can ask.
It's big. I mean, obviously, want to bounce back from last game, being able to play how we felt we were capable of. So, you know, just getting that to get back on a roll, for sure.
That's what we're here for.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.